What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we were pretty much able to show everyone that Ambassador Alba is the guilty party and the ringleader, but because of extraterritorial rights, he's clear of all charges. We can't really prosecute him, so we need to find a way to prove that it didn't happen in either of the embassies. So now we're just sort of investigating, and everyone's off doing their own investigation. I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive. I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking of something evil behind that cheery smile. Okay, please try to remain calm and focused on the here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're gonna be able to steal the truth, pancakes, is if we keep on investigating. What is it? What am I missing? Mr. Polano has a really great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy that they were going to become Codopia again. Perhaps. But instead he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him, who is always thinking of his country, is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to it that those who would harm the new Codopia are locked away. And we will. There's that troublemaker standing there smack in the center making two peace signs. Wow, the Steel Samurai stands out even more than the two ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey, the person playing the Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you just said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Well, no, it's a male character. That's like saying... come on now. What am I missing, though? What am I supposed to deduce? It's gotta be the flower, right? But what's it connected to? Let's look at the guide. No, this doesn't help at all. Well, there is the Kingdom of Alabast, logo, or, not logo, but symbol. But the odds of that being right that's not, it can't be right. Pretty stuck here. Knife. I mean, it's this flower here that we've seen before. Oh, hold on. Whoop. I've gotta whip out the stylus. A striking flower ornament at the handle on the knife. Compared to the Bobblebee's knife's handle, this larger one gives Alabast more presence. Oop, hold on. Oops. Nope. No. Oh, dear. That's an accident. But this is the flower, isn't it? Isn't this is the same... Yeah, it's the same flower. Babal's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife. Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis. In the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying, so it's the knife! That's actually the knife in there! Ah, the flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. And take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. And the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as this murder weapon. Okay. You know, I tried putting these pieces of logic together, but I haven't tried putting these two. I think I still have enough health. Yeah, I have enough health for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 to 5 guesses that are wrong. So they're connected, but why? Because we don't know how they're related yet. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. Oh, this thing was burned? But the necessary materials, such as the Bobolese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place or get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bills disposal. And the reason Mr. Koshin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? It's not Pele. No, it would be Alba, wouldn't it? Or is it Kochin? Who would have the most to gain from? Hold on. Is there a way for me to see? Is there a way for me to see the dialogue we just had? No. Huh. Really? I guess I'll go with Alba. I can afford to mess it up. It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who is mopping up, Ambassador Alba. Our ambassador had a very strong motive to kill Manny Kochin. Okay. Got it, okay. Alright, now let's try putting these two together. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Kochin. Miss Yu said it herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Kochin was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba's the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Kochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Kochin pushing really hard for Mr. Poleno to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabas' Prima Duck statue. So Mr. Kochin hired Damas II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Kochin. It's definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast, but Mr. Kochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? Right, and that is what we must solve next. And I know that cart with the hot dogs must be related somehow. It must be related somehow. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Kochin was killed. A place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Bobolese Mr. Kochin. Let me read this again. Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Bobolese Mr. Kochin. Okay. The place where the Ambassador Alba happened to have committed the murder is the Atrium Neutralis? I would think it's the garden, but the Atrium Neutralis. How would he have gotten away with it, though? Is it the embassy? Is it the embassy?
Take that!
Okay, it is the Theatrum Neutralis. The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that the both of them would have been is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually Alabastian land. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babal post-haste. Babal's records should be easy to obtain, but the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records, despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisca. I have here the security footage from both Alabast and Babal. You would do well to take a look at its contents. You move fast. Avon Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. It took the liberty of looking over the Babal's investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already, for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. Which minutes footage should I examine? I'd go with 523. Because that cart, it has to be important. The body would be in there. Doesn't something about this lump's shape strike you as odd? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the push cart itself, we can compare and confirm my hunch. Okay. Next, let's check the footage from Babal's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything. Oh! Because Kochin should have been here. Kochin is supposed to be in this image somewhere, in this footage. What is missing is the image of Mr. Kochin entering his own country. But wasn't his body found in Babal? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Nice, I needed that. Ambassador Alba. I thought I'd ask for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits in my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score. But once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done and it's game over. You're making up all these weird rules, man. What are you talking about? Play it once, you lunatic. No?
Objection!
Wouldn't it be better if you were like, I only gave you 1 quarter and you're all out of coins, or something weird like that? I mean, come on. Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I am heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Hal. Or, wait, no, he didn't say that. Hal is the robot. What's the name of the... I'm afraid I can't let you do that. No, what is it? Hal, open the pod bay doors. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. I'm afraid I can't do that. Oh, what's his name? What's the astronaut's name in 2001 Space Odyssey? I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Blank. I don't know. I can't remember. It's gonna drive me crazy. There's still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. You know, I need to look it up. I'm sorry. I have to look it up. Hold on a minute. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Dave! I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Dave! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm glad I got that out of the way, though. Okay, Polano, I'm sorry to put you on hold. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Polano? Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know. Very well. If you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Polano, Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish for is the normalization of relationships between our two countries. But there's one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Kochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time round. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Kochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabas the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. So that is your alibi. That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babal. Now that we've cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it! What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose! Duh. That is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first dialog lawsuit was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on, through me. So that's why we've just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. And with that, let's go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!